Hello, Linda here. I am going to craft a little bit. I joined into a collaborative challenge in that I'm participating by making things that Natalie at LineDotArrow and Peggy at the paper Bumblebee are suggesting things to make. And day one is Peggy, I think, made up the different challenges to do, and the first one is to make a tag using leaves, fall leaves. And of course, I don't have any in my stash, and here in Pennsylvania it is beginning to turn to fall. The leaves are starting to turn, but none of them are colorful enough for me to dry. So I'm going to be using faux stamps, silk ones, and paper. And I'm going to make, I could just make a tag as I suggested, but I would like to make a tag book. So I started out, this is Natalie's digital tags, 3 tags together. But I printed it out twice because I want it to be a longer accordion fold type of a tag journal. And on the first one, it was just white on the back, but I printed out a sheet of her paper and glued that onto the back of this first one. And then the second one I printed out, as you can see I haven't cut it out yet, I printed it, flipped it over and printed it on this side. It'll be a little different on the back because this one I lined the paper up to be on the tags where I wanted it. This one is spread out across the whole page. So when I cut the tags out, I'm only going to get this green. So it'll be sort of maybe close to this one, but it'll be a little bit different in other words. But I'm going to be covering the tags with lots of elements that you can see here on my desk. And I have a lot of pieces that I did fussy cut. There are other tags, other journal pieces. You can see I have feathers and leaves and ribbons and lots of things here on my desk that I'm going to add to this. And I'm going to use fabric. As you can see, I have to cut this out, but there's a piece of fabric that I have glued between these tags, and that is going to be my hinge. Even though I printed this, I think I still am going to have to back this because this is heavier than this, and I think I like that heaviness. So I moistened some ink, but that's not a big deal. So I'm going to glue another piece on the back of that, and then before I glue the 2 pieces together, I'm going to sandwich this in between the tags. I'm going to leave a little bit of a space there so it'll be easier to fold, and I believe this is where I'm going to attach journaling pages. So I will do the fussy cutting and getting that stuff all prepped off camera. I'll be back. I have finished my piece that I created for the collaboration between LineDotArrow, Natalie at LineDotArrow, and Peggy, the paper Bumblebee. They have a collaboration, and they have digitals that you could get and kits. and every week you're supposed to make something. And the first week was to make a tag with fall leaves on it. Well, I got carried away, I think, because I opted to use Natalie's page that she created with 3 tags that were joined together. And I decided to make a tag book, and I didn't have any. Well, I have one. I had one pressed fall leaf from, probably, I'd have to guess that this is easily over 15 years old. I moved, had lived in the country, and I'm sure this was actually from my yard, and pressed it, and I just came across it the other day. I thought I had some, but this is the only fall leaf that I have, and it's a giant oak leaf. It's a little too big to use on a tag, and probably too big to use on a journal cover too. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe just fold it up in this wax paper, put it back in a book, and maybe someone will find it. Who knows? One day. I hope they treasure it. So what I did is I found leaves in their digital pieces, in Peggy's and Natalie's, in Peggy and Natalie's digital kits, and I had fabric that I used for fall pieces as well, and I've cut leaves in different sections from the fabric. I decided to also create, this is actually a tag journal. So I did this is wax thread that I used to make a closure, and I just knotted it every so many inches and put a yellow bead on the end, and I thought I'd just wrap it around and lap it over. And then this is, since I did make a journal, I used some of that fabric to connect the pieces of tags together, and then I used these beads to create a dangle on that waxed linen. So here's my first tag, and I did stitching of leaves. If you don't have a sewing machine or you don't have that particular pattern, you could use your pen and make some leaves around the border of it. This is a layering of the tag and then one of the pieces from the kit to cut out. You open it up, and then I use one of Natalie's tags, and I'm not sure whose pieces they are exactly, if they're Peggy's or Natalie's, but I've tried to mix them together. I use some yellow lace here. This is a ribbon, and at the top of each tag I have something different at the top of each tag. It's either a ribbon or a leaf, and I made this tag into a belly band and put a journaling card in there. Then this one, I love the grapes on here. Put some lace, some labels, some silk leaves. Then the next tag is another belly band, but this time I used the fabric to create the belly band. Here's one of the tags. I just inked it on the back for journaling. I like it on this side better, I think. And again, sewing, I did stitch around all of the tags. This one is a flip-up ribbon. You can journal on there. And then the last one on this side is the grapes again. It's a repeat of the 3 cards. More lace, some fussy cuts. And you flip, that was 6 tags there. You flip it over. And we begin with 6 more tags. I used one of the digital sheets to cover the back So the tags are a little bit different on the flip side. But I did repeat the pattern. Some of the fussy cut, some more lace, tags, leaves, postage stamps. Here I had a leaf and to re-glue this piece here. What happens is sometimes, as I mentioned often, my printer does not want to print on the heavier white paper, and so I print on lighter paper and glue it, and sometimes the glue stick just doesn't hold up very well. But this is a piece on the back here that I tore it, inked it, then put the ribbon over top, and then, as I said, this is the tuck area, and you can journal on the back of that. This tag then begins, this is where the middle, where I used that fabric sandwiched between the two tags, actually between 4 tags, and I added this journal then, and the journal is made up of the digitals as well. In here are some of the fussy cut mini tags. There's 3 in this pocket, one of the owls, and I decided to fold the papers and create, well, I've never done it this way before. I dog-eared these corners, and then I added one of the postage stamps. If you open it up, you will find inside a piece of parchment paper, and that I put in there so that if I find tiny leaves this fall, I can stick them in there, or whoever gets this journal. Anyway, these pages are all, you can write on them. I wanted to do, where is it? Here. These are the little mini pockets. There's mini pockets and mini tags. There we go. Forgot I wanted to do that. Anyway, isn't that cute? And that has an owl. And this one flips open. You can write on this side. You can write on that side. This one, same thing, right here, here. In here is some things that I did press. There's some baby's breath and some little leaves. You can journal there. Flip it over. Same thing. Here's another pocket. You grab another little tag. Stick it in there. And what I did is I stitched the ribbons so that they can lay flatter. There's a little ladybug that was, and there's a tiny mushroom. There's another one. I think they're so cute. Here's a little bird. Flip this over, and then I stuck a couple of rose petals, or not rose petals, but flower petals in here. So in reality, this is a journal and a press all in one. Get another one of the tags from this end to put in this pocket. There we go. Sometimes when you have those folded edges, the tag gets stuck on there. And that opens up, and of course these could be removed. You don't have to press flowers in there. You can put other little things here. You could do a journal there as well. Then here's the last 3 tags. Lace, and I forgot that this is a little pocket area that I created here. I think I'm going to glue this in place. I'll do that in a second here. Then this one, I have a piece of the fabric, some of the fussy cut, some tags from Tracy Fox. It's a feather. This is part of the kit. The mushrooms, some leaves, ribbon, and that's a little piece of jute that I kind of spread out. Anyway, that's it, and it accordion folds that way. You wrap it up, and you can pull pull it as tight as you like, I suppose. And put the bead around. And there you have it. I love it. And as I said, I guess I went a little far, but I had so much fun doing it I couldn't stop. I hope you like it. I'm going to put links in the description box. I hope you like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Thanks. Bye.